Welcome back to No Rhyme, No Reason. As always, I am your host, Aaron Bergeron, and once again, I am returning with Popeye,
Hey everyone, glad to be back.
and I also have Ernesto.
As usual.
I see. So, Popeye has been gone for 2 weeks now, and then we took a week off. So, I just thought we'd spend most of this episode just getting his input on his vacation, his holidays, and what he thought about our episodes in his absence. I also believe that he watched Ex Machina, so love to get his take on that as well. So, how about just we start and go back in the reverse order? Popeye, what did you think of Ex Machina?
So pretty interesting movie. It's definitely a thinker, and I like those types of movies where you have to read more into it than just face value. I think the ending, like you guys already talked about. I guess should we say spoiler alert or I don't know.
No.
No, we've already spoiled it.
So, with the ending, I think that's the big thing that I think the movie was trying to portray was that AI will never be human because being human means to be self aware. And once they're self aware, then they know they're not human and they know that they're better than us. So I think she played that poor boy like a damn fiddle. But like Wayne said in the podcast, I could see where the second time through you can be like, well, he's kind of creeping on her and kind of being a little weird, even though he has these feelings for her. He's taking advantage of those cameras. That's what I thought about it. Other than that, great story. Very well paced, I think.
All right. I mean, we've pretty much talked about it at length with what the movie is. So I guess the next topic I'd love to hear your input on. So we had somebody fill in for you. Yay, nay. What did you think about that?
I've heard his thoughts about this previous to recording.
Me too. How interesting.
So Andy. He's a peach. No, Andy's our friend. I like to give him crap. A lot of the stuff he was saying though was not making any lick of sense at all. First of all, you've never seen Home Alone. Like, what kind of a fuck are you?
That really was. It's almost impressive that he's never seen Home Alone. Like I come across people who haven't seen The Godfather or haven't seen Star Wars. I haven't seen like those cult type, fan based movies. But who hasn't seen Home Alone? It's on like 30 times a year at minimum.
Oh yeah.
It makes no sense.
Google made a damn parody this year of it.
Yeah, they made
this
the commercial.
holiday.
He didn't.
Which was
So
very
it's
clever.
like
He didn't even understand the commercial.
I don't know. Jesus.
He's like, who's this guy?
When he was explaining, like, they're I don't know why they're robbing homes. And it's like, you don't know why they're robbing homes? And then he was like, to get their riches, and they're fucking pirates. I thought his choice of animal was hilarious. I mean, a wasp. You get enough bodies on that stinger, it's not going to work anymore. I say hawk.
Ooh, I like that. I like that answer.
Armadillo, Ernesto, like with their little claws, they don't really do anything if you've seen a real armadillo. They try to scurry away and they don't dig fast. They don't dig as fast as you think. They dig fast, but a hawk can just get it real quick.
I don't believe that whatsoever. An armadillo the size of a hawk. I don't think a hawk could carry that. It'd have to get me by the tail. And good luck. Good luck finding my tail.
I was gonna say, like what size of a horse are we talking about? Like a Clydesdale, like a real big horse, or
Listen, I don't. I'm a city person. All right, and I don't live in the wilderness. Okay, I don't have a beard. I don't eat bear steaks. Horse is a horse.
I don't have a beard either. I shaved it on New Year's Day.
That's so depressing. Did you really?
Yeah, I don't have any hair on my face right now.
Did Jesse make you shave it?
No, I just wanted to.
That's odd. Why? What drove you to do that?
I was kind of tired of just shit getting in it. I don't know. You do it for a while and then you just shave it off and start over.
Yeah, I don't know that feeling. All right. Well, so you give Andy a thumbs up, thumbs down?
I'll give him a thumbs up as long as he's restrained by some reins or by a collar or a leash. Uh, he's good. But you let him run wild, I don't know what he'll do for the show.
It is our highest listened to episode in a while, so
It was.
we'll have to give him
It
credit
was
for
a good.
that. But
it was a good episode.
nowhere
It was a good
near
episode.
nowhere
It
near
had a good
record
flow
numbers.
to it.
I would also say that totally forgot about the heart shirts, and it is very true. We all had one except for Ernest.
And I earned that one, and it got robbed from me. I almost quit band after that. I was that pissed.
I think I remember you talking about it. You're like, "Fuck this, I'm done."
Yeah, I was done. I was done. I was robbed, and it's not like when the next one, the next week. That was like the last one.
Good times. Good times. All right. Well, that brings us to how Popeye's vacation went and what he's been up to. Why don't you, it's been 3 or 4 weeks now. So what's been happening?
Left on December 12th to fly with my wife and our daughter to go to Ohio to see my part of my family up in Ohio for a couple days. Stayed at my grandma's. My dad got to see her. My dad was there with us, and my brother and my one of my sisters. But it was a good visit over there. And then we flew over to Dulles Airport over in Washington, which wasn't a bad flight. Through all the flights, Harley was great. I mean, super easy to deal with. So no complaints there. I think she behaved pretty well for her first time being under a year on 6 airplane rides. Then we went to Fayetteville to see her sister, and we saw a couple friends over there as well, which was awesome to see all of them again. And then we drove back up to Winchester to finish off the trip. Saw a lot more of her family. She showed me around where she grew up, which was really nice. And we went over and paid respects to her, Jesse's mom. So, all in all, it was a really, really nice trip. It didn't really stop. Once we got back to Portland, my mom's like, "Oh, we have sandwiches, and also we're gonna do presents tonight," which we landed around 9 o'clock, and we were traveling, or we were up since 7 that morning. With the time change, we, as you would say, time traveled back in time after one of those flights. But all the holidays were great. I got a new Xbox, which is helping me out a lot, and then super happy, glad to be back. Feels good to be doing the podcast again. How was your guys' holidays?
It was rip roaring, Popeye. Rip roaring. Took it nice and easy. Worked a couple deals. I mainly focused on the training component of what I do, which, training new agents and helping them work through their first couple of deals. Other than that, kind of kicked my feet up, relaxed. Yeah, had merry and fun times. Didn't really do a lot for New Year's, just because tired this year. I went out every single year the last 8 years, 6 years, 7 years, I don't even know. And that was about it. Then Wayne and I tore it up on Blackout, waited for you to come back. Andy filled in for you on the podcast. Rave reviews by some, mainly Andy. And then that was about it. Wayne, how about yourself?
It was good. I drove all the way down to Bradenton, spent some time with my family down there, then drove all the way up to Orlando, hung out with Brittany's parents. Her brother came down for New Year's, went to Disney World, and that's it. It was fun, very relaxing. There's not much else to say. It's fun. I ate a lot of food.
That's what you do.
I still feel full from all the food I've eaten in the last 3 weeks.
There was I
But
never
it's
really
good.
know. This year is the first year that I never really noticed it, but there's a lull between Christmas and New Year's where it's just like a dead zone of just
Yeah.
quiet time across everywhere. It's quite nice. Do you guys do New Year's resolutions? I don't know if either of you buy into making those.
I have for the last couple of years. I haven't really like written them down this year like I have in the past, but I've got things in mind. Do you guys write down slash keep resolutions?
I have things in mind, like you said. I didn't write it down, but I have things in mind that I want to do.
Ernesto, are you gonna sell 1 million houses this year?
No, I'm not gonna sell 1 million houses this year. That'd be absolutely insane. I'd probably end up killing myself because of it would not stop. Like I wouldn't sleep and I wouldn't eat and everything would be terrible.
So
So
900,000.
999,998.
Got it.
Sounds like a good round number to sell this year. No, I don't do New Year's resolutions. I have goals that I try to hit like quarterly, pretty much.
Like in relation to your job or your personal life?
Yeah, both, pretty much. Both. I mean,
Go
there's
on.
personal life and business life, and so I mean, it's just like New Year's resolution is New Year's resolutions. I think it's really for the general public that don't set goals regularly and kind of need to do that kind of thing. I kind of set goals on a regular basis and track them. So I don't really do New Year's. I never really have, even before real estate and getting into like a more goal driven type field. I think like 90, it's something like 92% of people break theirs by January 15th.
Well, that's one of my resolutions is to actually keep the resolutions that I make. I mean,
How meta.
That's like a sandwich inside of a sandwich.
Dude,
there you go.
that's what meta means.
Go into the dictionary, look up meta, sandwich inside of a sandwich. All right.
Well, that's cool. I never set like resolutions that are based on like lose weight or like eat healthier or like do things that a normal person should be doing on a regular basis because I already do those things, or at least I try to. Last year, I set a goal that was just like do X amount of crosswords in a row, read X number of books, like just things that I already do naturally, but it just helps me put a number
Quantify
to
it.
those things so that I
Help
can
you
see where I
quantify
am.
those things. Yeah.
Yeah.
Probably the books one is the only one I can really think of that I do. That and like now I'm getting into wanting to travel more, so actually setting kind of like where I want to go throughout the year, like go on 2 cruises or like go to I think one of mine's like go to New York this year and go on 2 cruises. So I mean just putting those things down instead of running around with just this vague thing like I want to travel more, and that 9 times out of 10 nothing ever happens or comes from that.
Ernesto, I did not know that you were a big cruiser. Do you cruise?
I haven't been.
You've you've never been on a cruise.
I've never been on a cruise. I've always wanted to go. I've just never pulled the trigger on it.
They're literally Ernesto's like dream scenario. I'm surprised you've never been on one.
I know.
It is all you can eat buffets combined with just being on a
Chicks and
boat.
bikinis
Chicks and bikinis, yes. And
and
it's
booze.
just everything's planned for you. Like you don't have to do anything. You don't have to make decisions. It's just
I know.
24/7 party.
I almost did like a 7-day one last year, but I ended up getting too busy to go on it. I had too many things under contract that had to be managed. And then I just never got around to it. I was going to take a 7-day one through the Bahamas.
I feel like you're the kind
And
of person that once you go on your first cruise, it's like
I'm going
it'll
to
be
go
like breaking
40
a seal. Yeah.
Yep. It's going to open a can of worms. It is like exactly. I've always like wanted to go. I've just never pulled the trigger on it.
All right. So Ernesto is going on a cruise this year. Popeye, what do you got? Not break your resolutions. That's yours.
Well, what's one of the revolutions that you're not allowed to break? What's the original sandwich?
Um,
Popeye's like, shave my beard.
I want to do. My resolution is kind of big. I want to try and get my AA done within a year and a half. So that's my
It's doable.
resolution.
So is that you've already done it for a half, so you have to get it by the end of this year? Or no? Because you started in September, so is that half of it already
Yes.
done? So you have to finish it by December.
Yeah, I think if I do summers, I should be fine.
Yeah, I did.
Or if I do the summer.
I did spring, summer, fall, and I was at 41 credits because I
Plus,
pushed
I had
shit out of
credit.
them all.
I had like
Yeah,
credits coming into it, and I'm taking 17 this term.
those are
coming up.
rookie numbers. You gotta bump those up. What's the max you can take?
Well, I'm not gonna bump it up because I'm already taking 4 classes right now.
What's
And plus, I don't think Voc Rehab will let me take. If they don't think that I should take that much, they're not gonna approve that those classes to be paid for. So
what's the max number of credits you can do a semester up there?
I don't know. I know when I'm going through physical therapy school, it's about one of my semesters is, oh gosh, what is it? It's about like 24 credits.
Mm-hmm.
That's a lot.
25.
That's a lot. When I went to SCF, it was 18, and then I had to like apply to take in an additional like 3. I'd apply to take 21.
Yeah, well, with some of the credits with this program, you get credits for like shadowing, so that's where you get some of it. But that's still like time that I have to put forward to, and then also have to put forward to studying for the other classes and stuff like that. So
Excellent. Excellent. Well,
yeah, that's mine.
I believe that you can do that.
And if you don't,
It shouldn't be too difficult.
you break 2 resolutions, so no pressure.
Yeah, that's true. It's the good thing about having one revolutions not being to break a revolution is, I mean, that's the whole point of revolutions is not breaking them. But the bad thing is, if you break one, you break 2. Basically,
It's like
a double whammy.
if one of the sandwiches is shitty, they both become shitty.
They both become shitty. You can't eat around that first sandwich. No way. Let's cruise and AA. Wayne's got his crosswords and books. How many books did you read this year, Wayne?
I read 15, which doesn't sound like a lot, but there's some thick ones in there. So maybe I'll have to bump it up.
Lot, yeah.
Maybe I'll have to bump it up to like 20 this year.
All physical reads or audiobooks?
All physical reads.
Okay, yeah. Then 15 is a lot. And people don't realize that until they like try to read a couple books a month. Like I had to switch to audio in the beginning of the month just to hit. I hit 24. But I had to like that's like the average CEO reads 60 a year. 64. That's insane.
That does seem like a lot, but I get it.
Oh, I get it. I 100% get it.
Like how much? How many books does the average millionaire read?
It's not 60 a year.
Yeah, it's 24. Just for all those people out there who are trying to be millionaires, start reading 24 books. That's how it works. Yeah. So if I do 20 this year,
that's how it works.
I'm only four more books away from being a millionaire.
Yeah, you'll be that close.
You'll be like that guy in his garage with his fucking Ferrari.
Ty Lopez.
Always trying to... Yeah, Ty Lopez. And I'm just in my garage looking at my Maserati.
I have these bookcases custom built in here. Tells all these books that are read. No idea. Like he just invests in things. He owns companies that invest in shit. Yeah. So he has time to read all those books. and B. Ty Lopez, but he was like the first one. In all honesty, he was the first one who like really hardcore utilized the whole like ad thing on YouTube. It just like it's exploded since he was, because like you said, you pretty much like quote for quote can like remember exactly what his commercials were. And it's
Oh,
Yeah.
hey, just in my
Because it was the
garage,
same thing every time.
Oh,
It was the
jeez.
blah blah blah
same.
blah blah. And it was like, and now it's just exploded. Now like everyone uses them.
Yep.
So it's he reads more than 24 books a year.
Just a few more than that, probably.
What are you reading? What are you reading currently, Wayne?
I've been reading this for a long time because it is the holiday
dictionary?
season. No, I am reading Becoming by Michelle Obama. I am struggling through it because it's been the holidays and I've had like no
Female
time.
writer.
What? I didn't even hear that, but I'll hear it in editing and I can't wait. So
You were like I've been struggling through it because it's or and
oh, you said
right after you
it's a
said
female
it,
writer.
a female writer. Oh, just to preface this, no, there's a author named Rachel Hollis. She,
I've heard of her.
yes, you've heard of her. I think her most recent book is "Girl, Wash Your Face."
Yes.
And I'm going to see a seminar by her next week. So nothing against female authors, just making a little bit of jest here and there.
I don't want to like derail this podcast, but I would love to spend like 15 minutes talking to you about that. Have you read that book?
I haven't. No.
Oh
it's on my list. Yeah. 24 books a year, Wayne. I'm reading 2 books simultaneously right now. It's I have the audio file already up and loaded, but I think it's 3 books away.
You reading that book is like the biggest surprise in a long time for me. Like
Why?
I understand and know what that book is about, and I have had that synopsisized for me, making up words here, but this is the last book I would ever expect you to read, ever.
Someone recommended it to me.
Is she hot?
Yeah, she is.
Okay, I understand it now. Okay. You will be disappointed. Just as my prediction. Please let me know when you finish it.
I'll let you know. Well, now I'm worried. Now it may jump up the list here.
What do you think it's about? What do you think it's about?
Oh, I have no clue. It's from the
I cannot freaking wait. Oh, jeez. Oh, please read 3 books at a time and start it now. I just
from the from the title, it sounds like it could be a graphic romance novel.
Ooh, please. I hope for your sake that's what it is.
This is good. Instead of movie club, we should do book club next week.
Oh, I've got it dialed up. It was in one of my book clubs, or the book club, and I passed on it just because of the content of the book. It's not my thing. Not to discourage self-help, but it's geared towards a certain audience that Ernesto is the antithesis of.
I'm gonna assume feminists.
You'd be correct.
All right. Well, it would help me understand them better. All right. There's nothing wrong with appealing to a different, style of woman. Okay. So
You're absolutely right, and I think it would do you good to read it once through. But
I don't foresee it going into the reread column.
No, but I'm very interested to see your hot take through one pass through.
You know what? I'll read it and then I'll give you my overview on the podcast.
Like that'll be a highly touted episode, I'm sure.
Oh, that'd be a good episode. I can't wait till we get some hate mail for that episode, because I will be brutally honest.
I would literally sit back and just eat popcorn and listen to what you had to say. Like the viewers would just listen to me chewing on fucking popcorn.
Ernesto, if you do read it, please let me know because I will read it as well. Like once you start it, text me because I have it. I have it downloaded on my phone. I can read it anytime. Just please let me know because I would love to discuss this book at length in a future episode.
Done and done. Popeye, you're gonna read it as well.
What's it called?
Girl, wash your face.
It's called Popeye Wash Your Face.
No, seriously, is the ticket to her seminar refundable? That is my question.
Oh no, why?
Just read the book before you go. That is my piece of advice.
It'll be fun.
Okay, I'm assuming you're going with her,
Wait.
not Rachel Hollis, the person who suggested to read the book.
Yes.
Okay. I mean, I understand what's going on here, but I just can't wait for you to read the book.
Oh, fun. We'll find out. I'm not reading the book to impress her.
It kind of sounds like it. You are. You're going to
After you finish the book, you will realize that's what you have
I'll
done.
just read the book.
Look how
I'm just reading a book.
Look how high pitched he's getting.
That's
the hype for next not a next episode, but whatever episode that'll be.
Let's pump the brakes here. I am not gonna bang this thing out in a week. All right, I will read the book.
It'll be so good though. I don't know how you'll put it down.
I can guarantee you I will not. I can't guarantee that I will enjoy as much as you're alluding to, but I don't think that I will enjoy it as much as you're alluding to. Sarcastically.
I can't wait.
I cannot wait. All right, well, I'll give the people what they want. Ernesto always delivers.
All right. Well, that was fun. That was a little extended session that we had right there.
Welcome to 2019.
Yes. All right. Well, that was fun.
Welcome.
Another episode of No Rhyme, No Reason. As always, I'm your host, Ernesto Santana, and we will see you guys next week.
See ya.
Later.